Okay, here I am again, right here. Just let my children play on the park over there, and daughter just finished a little ballet class in Christian school at the girl. But here reading the paper today, and I just thought I'll comment on a comment, which is by Mark Bean. So far about the headline reads: the OBA elected candidate because he was black. Well, to be honest, Craig Canada looks more white than black to me. And Bob Richards is clearly darker skinned than Craig Canada. So Richards was a front runner along with Canada. And but Canada is lighter and Richards is darker. So I don't get the whole thing about being elected because he was black. But the biggest race issue to me is being perpetuated from politics. Many might disagree, but that's the pinnacle of the media attention. I mean, it's just so much attention on politics, and they have the hugest audience and captive audience when they speak to the media. And if it always comes, if it's going to be considered, everything points at race from a political perspective, then we're just not going to move this country forward. I will be the first person to say that there are definitely white, Bermudian, and non-Bermudian with racist viewpoints. Some, it's because those whites that are from overseas just don't really and never had a need to have contact with blacks. They come from the upper echelon societies of the corporate world where blacks probably operate in a very menial position in the United States. I mean, we know that. And in other countries, it goes, even worse. So some of the worlds don't meet. So, okay, that's one excuse. The second side is the local oligarchic mentality which exists in the Front Street, Lower Hamilton business place. And that's old money. It's money backed by old money. It's money given opportunity by old money. And it's opportunity being given by whites because they're white. And a black person to break into that, it's people who may want to change, but don't necessarily know how to change. Building the bridges has been there. There's been programs put out there. You've got to admit there has been programs. Have people levitated to them? No. But you know how difficult it also is to change. Change is a very difficult thing from a personal perspective. So ingrained change that's in your veins is even more difficult. So let's put that aside. So where does the example first should come from? Definitely home. The private school system, the school system is the key place, but our school system, once very segregated, has become desegregated, and now back, and now the private schools are now going to become once again in a very segregated way, because the majority of people that are in those schools are white. I know there are situations in Bermuda High and at Saltus where blacks have been ostracized because of the color of their skin, because of the texture of their hair. Little children have gone home destroyed. Parents themselves have told me. So we have an issue there. Is it being dealt with at those social levels, education? Because if you don't hit those two ends, one, the highest level of the media attraction, which politics gets, where race is always being spoken of, which in a way you have to, but I think we have to change the context in which it's been spoken of. I don't think the politicians should be making attacks on other political groups or other people as opposed to speaking the healing qualities that need to take place to heal the country and cure it of the sickness of racism. So, Mark, I'm sorry, mate. I don't agree with that. I think that, those are conversations you should refrain from, in a sense. It's political, and playing political, is, when it's unnecessary. I think we need to be more strategic in our political movements as opposed to using some, black and white strategy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, let's heal the country, But like I said, I'll be the first person to say I've run up against it. I remember a major store owner in town, in the city of Hamilton, got me on the phone, and she says, well, the reason why you're not getting any business from downtown, why my television channel suffered so much. And I just went, you know what? Okay, you tell me why. And here's what she said. She said, Ewart Brown owns a piece of your company, and therefore you're being starved out. You are not getting nothing. And I went, wow, really? Well, the fact that he doesn't own a piece, maybe I wish he did. He probably would have been doing a lot better. But the fact of the matter is, then she went on to say, well, if you tell me now that Ewart Brown doesn't own a piece of your company, I'll give you some business. Well, I told her, no, he doesn't. And I still didn't receive any business. So there you go, right? Evil people are evil people. Deceivers are deceivers. You know what I mean? Racists are racists. But you know what? The truth be known, because you could do everything you want and, to bend over backwards for people. And if they don't do what they say, then what's it going to matter, right? Your word is your bond. Anyway, I didn't get no business. Not a stitch. Okay? So there you go. Racist view, prejudice view, whatever you want to call it, there was a view, and that view, is centered on that. So, but I'm not gonna hold every single person accountable. I have been helped by some amazing white people, and business people, and foreign people, and I'm telling you, and I have been helped by some amazing black people. So I'm one of those people who, when I speak, I know I can speak it in context and say that person's racist. Yes. And then I can look at my black people and say that person is absolutely not for the cause that I earn. So you can't drive your own ship. Like, why are you trying to think about somebody else driving? You want to drive somebody else's ship too? Like, we got to drive our own ship. Hit the shoe on that first. And that's my thinking,
You're gonna be kept busy, man.
Huh?
You wanna clean your car?
There you go. Let them clean. They're done playing. Anyway, that's my P for today. I like for my life. I'm out. Children over there helping clean a car. I'll be back. And that's my little piece for today. It was all about. You're dead wrong, dead wrong, dead wrong.